Today we are going to be going over 7 mistakes that you can make when you're looking for a home. Hello and welcome back to the Georgia Coast Homes YouTube channel. My name is Nicole Moore and I'm a realtor here in Savannah, Georgia with Keller Williams Coastal Area Partners. Today we're going to be featuring my husband on the channel today and also my dog Tyson. So I hope you enjoyed this video and let's get started.
Hey Nicole, my family and I are relocating to Savannah.
Well, Mr. Moore, I am so glad that you contacted our team because we do specialize in helping buyers relocate.
Well, can you tell me when a property I like hits the market?
In regards to your question, we definitely can see what is populating in the search that we set up for you in the MLS, but we cannot sit there and watch the market 24/7 to see what types of properties pop up. And also on top of that, what I like may be completely different than what you like. So I really set up the search to the standards that you requested from us. So whenever you get an email sent, I would recommend opening that up and making sure that you're not missing any properties that are sent.
Yeah. Is this going to be like the HGTV shows?
You know, Mr. Moore, I have actually gotten that question a few times before, if this house hunting is going to be like HGTV, and I hate to be the one to burst your bubble, but this is nothing like HGTV. Actually, HGTV, those shows are very unrealistic when it comes to the real estate market. Typically, when they film those shows, they already have a property that's under contract or has been closed on, and they just set up a few other searches to kind of make the show a little bit interesting. But we honestly don't pick the properties for you because, like I had mentioned earlier, my taste may be completely different from yours, and what I pick out, even if it's based on what you're telling me, it may not work out and it may be a huge waste of time for you, and we really value your time.
Hey Nicole, I just got into town and would like to see 10 to 15 properties today if that's possible.
That is so exciting that you got into town today. Unfortunately, because you did not let me know ahead of time, I am completely booked for the whole entire weekend with showing properties. I really needed time in advance to be able to set up a search for you and to be able to schedule those properties. And there would be no way that we would be able to set up properties in one day's notice because a lot of the properties are owner occupied or tenant occupied and they require a certain amount of notice.
No, I don't know my budget, but I'll still like to go anyways and look at a couple of properties.
Okay, so you don't know your budget. Okay, well, I would highly recommend that you do start getting pre-approved or pre-qualified with a local lender. We're not gonna go show houses until that happens, just because we would hate for you to get your hopes up and be looking in the wrong budget, whether that be the budget's too high and we're looking at properties that you cannot afford, or we're looking way too low and we could be looking at better properties that you can't afford. So we really advise that you go and get pre-approved or pre-qualified, and there's certain steps that you have to have in place in order for that to get done.
I'm working with multiple realtors right now because the market is so crazy. That's pretty smart, right?
Well, thank you, Mr. Moore, for being honest that you are working with multiple realtors right now. But unfortunately, that is not something that we advise. Just because you're getting information from so many different people, it can get confusing. And on top of that, the Georgia Coast Homes team, we only work with clients who are going to be committed to working with us. So if that's something that you want to continue doing, working with multiple agents, unfortunately, we're not going to be a part of that.
So if I get new construction, can I get a better deal if you're not involved in the transactions?
This is actually a great question, and I have gotten it multiple times. No, you do not get a better deal if you buy new construction and we're not involved. Number one, that would be very unethical of the builders to offer incentives to people who are not working with buyer's agents. And if you ever do come across that situation, that is completely not how it's supposed to work at all. So when a builder has a new house that is for sale or a spec home, or even if it hasn't been built yet and it's a lot, they set aside a certain percentage of commission, whether or not there's a buyer's agent involved or not. That commission is set aside from the beginning. So no, you will not get a better deal with new construction if we're not involved. And actually, in reality, we help you out a lot because we know how real estate contracts work. We know how builder orientations work. There's things that we can guide you with and help you with in regards to new construction, because we've done it multiple times with other clients, and you have someone who's in your corner protecting you and also on your side to be able to ask questions. And if something doesn't look right, then we can stand up for you.
What are the schools like in the area? And is there high crime?
Well, Mr. Moore, that is also a fantastic question, but due to fair housing laws, we are not allowed to answer that question because we can get in very deep trouble if we answer any specifics on those questions. So the best thing that we can do is provide you resources in regards to schools and crime rate, but we cannot tell you what is the best school, what's the worst school, where's the best place to live in regards to crime. We cannot answer those questions. I hope this sheds some light onto some of the questions that you may have as a buyer. And honestly, I meant for this to be a little bit comedic, but also be truthful and honest about what to expect when you're looking for a home and the types of things that sometimes people have in their head that are just completely incorrect. And I just wanted to address those. If you enjoyed watching this video, then you're definitely going to want to check out some of our other content on our YouTube channel. There's a video that's probably going to pop up right next to me. So go ahead and click that, and we will see you next Monday.